Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 battle. This is round 3 out of 5 of the Swords and Scimitars tournament. In this match against Stones, I have Syrian states with Crusader allies against Crusaders with Syrian states allies. This sort of thing did happen in what was ostensibly a series of religious wars. People, kind of did what they needed to do to get ahead. It's not dissimilar to other so-called religious wars like the 30 Years' War. You have Catholic France bankrolling Protestant Sweden against the Catholic Habsburgs because, they're trying to get rich or whatever. So anyway, I got completely trashed in round 2 by Nosy Rat. No surprise there, so we'll see if I can do better here. So, we start kind of downslope, which is terrible, but if we deploy more defensively, then we kind of have to pile into here, also downslope, even with the obstacle that's not great. So we're just gonna kind of push ahead into rough ground with our massed missile troops. We've got your regular foot to try to take this little hill. I've invested pretty heavily in light, so hopefully I can kind of stand in this terrain, even if it is downhill, engage in a shootout, and try to get behind him while not getting just smashed by massive melee infantry. I did grab a few knights as well. There's just not a lot of options for hard-hitting melee stuff. There's Bedouin average lancers or armored Muslim lancers, but neither of these are really great. Both are vulnerable to shooting, which the knights are too, but they can't really smash through, which the knights can. So I don't really love using knights much, but I think given the lack of infantry, I'm even using raw Muslim spearmen, I kind of have no choice. Next turn. Pretty hard into the infantry. A decent light cavalry force. Looks like we'll be stronger on the right, so maybe that's where I want to focus. Okay, what do we got here? Crossbowmen and archers. Spears in the center. Could be problematic. And shift out. So, this center of spearmen, what am I going to do about that? The knights might be able to batter them a bit. Well, we need to at least not be downslope in one spot. And we'll try to win on the flanks, especially this right flank, and see if we can do anything with that. Next turn. Bit of long range fire, that's fine. Should be able to slip by that. Two Turkoman cavalry and one unit of knights and sergeants. The knights being the problem, of course. Well, we can keep inching forward while we wait for our heavier cavalry to arrive on the scene, along with crossbowmen in support. So then we can hold back here, and here we can move our irregular foot a little closer into position. Gilman Mamelukes. This is not, really none of this is horse archer country. I'm kind of tempted to try to get them all the way around, but that's probably a tough sell. Is it worth it anyway? Maybe it is. I just see no hope for a frontal assault, so let's move on here. We can at least turn so that if he moves to harass the Muslim light foot archers, we can countercharge with the Bedouin light horse. And there we go. Next turn, we'll keep pushing this left wing up. Next turn. Okay, we'll just shuffle away, back that way. Taking those checks isn't ideal by any measure, but we passed them, so it is what it is. That's interesting. Okay, we're going to have to pursue with our light horse to force an action there, I think. Is he shifting over? Let's take a look. Well, we'll have to offer ourselves up as targets to see if we can get him to stop moving away, unfortunately. Otherwise, he'll maneuver everyone to that hill, and I don't know if I want that happening. Next batch of rough is there, so the massed archers can prepare to occupy it. I'll move archers and crossbowmen in support of the cavalry. So, because we're able to occupy at least some of this high ground here, I feel a little more comfortable in moving forward. We can prepare ourselves by holding this ground. We have cover that we can use. Question is, where do I want these knights? Kind of want to move another unit of knights over here to work on that flank. I'm going to do that. You can pick a direction to go. Raw spears can just plug the gap for now. So we have our Gilman Mamluks here. Obviously they are not going to be getting around here, but we could still threaten to do so. In the meantime, shift away. We'll get shot at a little bit more doing this, but if we could get entirely behind his army, then he has a choice of either stretching this way with non-lights, or does he put his light cavalry, does he keep it here to combat our light cavalry? Does he try to switch wings to cover the rear? This opens up our options and narrows his options a little bit. Next turn. So what's the reaction to my pursuit? Close in? Yes, he does. Okay. We might suffer a disrupt, but it's no big deal. We should be able to pull him out of there as needed. Yep. They're going to pursue? No, he sees the trap I'm setting up. But it still limits his options, so that's fine. Knights are coming up. That's going to be a problem. Get into that rough ground and open up on those crossbowmen. Spearmen forward. Crossbowmen forward. We'll need them to shoot these knights. This is a bit awkward. I wish I had more units. Like you. You really need to be over there. Okay. Sure. Why not? Probably not going to get to use all of our ammo anyway. So, knights in the center, or do we shift them over to the wing? I think I prefer to shift them over to the wing, but let's keep these units maneuverable. Then what? We are a touch outnumbered. How can we screen our knights? We can't really. If I go here, then I could... Nope. Does open a movement lane though. Let's see, cover. There's a slope there, so it doesn't cover. Bad. Over to the flank with you. Screw it. Prepare a charge. It's not ideal. I had to move earlier than we would like. Held firm. Damn it. Shift over. We might need you. Okay. We need these knights to come up soon. Okay. In the meantime, we can keep circling. Threaten a charge. And away. Great. So if we can get these units all the way back here, that'd be good. Otherwise, we can wait. I don't like how this is developing, but I really felt compelled to force him to turn back around. Maybe that was a mistake. Next turn. Yeah, this could get pretty bad. Like so. Okay, well, this unit is doomed, so I should probably ditch the general. What happens? Tempting. Yeah, that works out. No. No disrupts for me. Guess not. Unfortunate. They hold firm. Good. Get up on that hill. Turn. Hover. Good. Meantime, we got Turkoman Light Horse through. So, start harassing. Held firm again. Right. Center infantry line. What to do? Let's hold here for the moment. Next turn. There's that drop. Huh. Oh, nice volley. Okay. There's a charge. Ah, that's a messy start. It's not necessarily that all is lost, but it's not how I would want to begin. Here, shove these off. Pursue into the crossbowmen. Good. Then let's get a lance charge on this light horse and drive them off. That actually is fine by me. They're in open ground still. Good. What have we got here? They'll evade. Good. And close him for hopefully a disrupt. No. Too bad. Withdraw. Face off there. And harass these knights. Great. No way to prevent this from being downhill, unfortunately. Good. Then in that case, let's push forward. Stop just out of bow shot, so they have to move forward to shoot us. And shoot back. Where would this take us? Could be good. We'll see. You know what? Push them along. Come on. Nice. Very good. That gives us a little bit of flex here. We're even now, so we did pay for forcing the engagement, but it wasn't completely awful. Our knights have earned their pay here. Next turn. That's slightly unfortunate, but we should be able to fall back once we break that fragged unit, which will hopefully, I won't say presumably, be soon. Pretty tough turn there. Maybe we can score a frag and regain some momentum. Huh. Maybe not. Excellent. That buys us some space to work with. Break. I don't actually love that. Good. Okay. Try to score a disrupt here before pushing into contact. Good. It's unfortunate. Try to arc these knights all the way around. let's see if we try for a break here. Too bad. Okay. Good. And then we can... Yes. Charge here. Then set up our choice of flank for next turn. You cover that. Prepare to pile on, whichever way it goes. And shift forward. We're going to have to attempt to assist in slaying these archers. In the meantime, we'll be able to charge there, so why don't we lose some arrows. Good. Force a break. Everyone holds firm. Okay then, that's not ideal. You're annoying. Could try for a drop, but it's not likely. Instead, we are better off. Threatening that area. It's fine. Just keep hovering there. This I'm not as sure what to do. We're clearly starting to lose on the right, and I don't know if throwing the Guillemot uphill into withering missile fire is really gonna help me not lose there. Alternately, I could shift them towards this open space and start trying to work around behind, or withdraw this way behind the friendly missile troops so that if he comes forward, then we can threaten a charge. Don't really love any of those options, but this situation is hopeless. Yeah, I think... damn it. No, let's fall back. Keep the threat there. This is all rough ground. Our heavy foot is not going to operate successfully there. So, what do we do? I guess stay here and we can start trying to push in. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Next turn. Ah, yes. Yeah, this flank is definitely not looking so great. What do we got there? Nicely done. Frag, I assume. Yep. Okay, well, who do we flank first? Let's start with you. Interesting. Pile in. And if we charge here, we'd have to move our crossbowmen up to cover. That might be worth it though, actually. This flank is something of a lost cause anyway. We'll bounce off here. Not a big deal. Okay. Impact into this disrupted unit. Excellent. Can threaten a charge. Do we crash in or just ignore the whole bunch? I don't think we really can afford to ignore them. Yeah, make that work. Let's cover the flank. Good. And go for a frag. Good. In that case, again, go for a frag. No? Pile in then. So we've got this flank covered. Let's close in. And next turn we'll get the automatic drop while you prepare to arc around. You might move here and then drop us, but that's a risk I'm willing to take at this point. Let's harass these knights as they attempt to move in. Still a close match. Next turn. Oh, come on. Well, there's no way we're reaching them. Okay, good. They're gonna turn and shoot, aren't they? Yep. We hold it for now. Nicely done. Held firm, and we're in rough ground, so it wasn't awful. That's a problem. Well, you are more of a threat, I think. Good. Held firm, huh? Well, there's nothing for it. We've got to try charge here. Success so far. Let's continue to try to follow that up then. Come on, really? Right into them, right? Better. On the gap, you won't be good for much being heavy foot defensive spearmen, but I don't know, moral support, cover the flanks, something like that. Harass and annoy. Away from those light archers. Do we bother? Yeah, we do bother. Clear the way. That's fine by me. Pin those archers. Pile into those Turkmen. Good. The knights are... they're a problem. How are we going to do about that? Really nothing we can do, but hope for the best is what I was going to say there. I could try again. Potentially giving up a chance to break the Turkmen. I think we do need to try again. Nope. Damn. Well, we are committed then. Next turn. Alright, he's going for it. This is concerning. That's also concerning. Okay, great. Good. Okay, so let's see here. Turkmen cavalry, knights and sergeants. Well, arrows, crossbow bolts, arrows. Do an auto break. Target those Turkmen. Can we force a check? Good. Then let's force cohesion drop. Held firm, huh? Pile in with the spears. Push on past. The knights bounce off. Or not, because now we're winning. Move to reinforce over there. Charge these archers. We'll win in the melee. Go for a break. Yes. And what does that do for us? Absolutely nothing. Very good. Then push forward. Move to set up a flank. He'll charge the Guillemot, then we'll charge the crossbowmen. It'll be an even trade. You've been shot to pieces. Okay. Yeah, away. Who's fragged? They're fragged. You're fragged. Oh. Go run over there and pretend you're going to accomplish something. Shift towards the rest of the battle. Charge those archers. They hold firm, of course they do. Right, let's have you also chase frag units. That, theoretically, should be game. And it's over. Let's see if anything happens in this phase. Rally to fragged. There it is. And I think we'd be pretty secure had things gone on. We would have absolutely obliterated this unit of archers and these defensive spearmen. So the whole left wing would then be swinging into action. On the right, things aren't exactly rosy, but we are about to break a unit here and here with the flank. We would subsequently lose the Guillemot, or at least they'd suffer very heavy casualties before they could fall back. But overall, things are mostly good here combined with very good here, with cavalry coming in to try to harass these knights. We have light horse ready to attempt to break frag units back here. It's done. Now, Stones did very well when he was pulling back here. He pulled back so rapidly that I could not keep a cohesive force together while forcing him to engage. I had to throw my cavalry well ahead of their support in order to force him to turn around. So by forcing me to do that, he put me in a situation where I had to engage with a few units against many, and I started off the battle by being down like 10-0. But I still had numerical superiority here, which is why he was withdrawing in the first place. And once my supports came up, I managed to even out. I think a great deal of that was because he got so many missile troops here, and there's only these two little patches of rough to hide them in, so cavalry were able to run them down. I did luck out in these knights here, failing to disrupt my crossbowmen on their charge. Granted, it's uphill, but still, it would have been a plus 200 charge. Anyway, I think 200 knightly lancers, plus 50 superior, plus 50 general against 25 hill, so that hits the 200 cap easy. I just lucked out there, and they were close to auto break, so I was able to shoot them down the next turn. The mirror match is going slower. Probably not as smooth, I think it's fair to say, overall. So, a good game to Stones, and good luck to him and the rest of the tournament. Till next time.